Today is Monday, November 4th, 2024. I've just parked my car next to the biggest church in Gwangju, Dongmyeong Church. Soon after this daily English reading, I will walk to my office, which is about 400 meters away. And then on Wednesday, I only have to work for 2 days for this week. Monday, which is today, and tomorrow. Then Wednesday morning, I will just ride a bus to the Incheon International Airport to board a plane to Beijing. Then at the Beijing train station, I will ride a fast bullet train to Xian, Shanxi, Xian. Then I will stay there for 5 days. So speaking of Xian, I would like to know more about the city in advance by reading this article. And also I would like to practice English. I will just read it so that I could hone in on my pronunciation. Without further ado, let's get down to business. Breaking news: 15 days visa-free for citizens of France, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, Spain, Malaysia, Switzerland, Ireland, Hungary, Austria, Belgium, and Luxembourg has been extended until December 31st, 2024. Best China tour packages especially recommended for Singapore travelers, right? Yep, I will just read that tomorrow. Top 14 things to do in Xian and best Xian tourist attractions 2024. As the ancient capital city for 13 dynasties in China's history, you never have to worry about finding no things to do in Xian. During the past thousands of years' history, ancient Chinese created so many historical and cultural wonders, such as the terracotta warriors, ancient city wall, etc. Wandering in this ancient city, you will feel as you are tracking back a history book of China. While around Xi'an city, there are also some pleasant natural views. For example, Mount Hua offers more stunning sights about this historic site. In addition to visiting historical landmarks and scenic vistas, you can also enjoy a variety of cultural activities in Xi'an, such as experiencing traditional Chinese clothing, Hanfu. However, whatever your travel aspirations may be, our travel experts have listed out the best things to do here to help you design a memorable Xi'an tour. Whatever your aspirations are, top attractions and activities, top places in Xi'an for first-timers, top Xi'an tourist attractions, Xi'an food and snacks, Xi'an historical sites, Xi'an sightseeing, Xi'an nightlife, top 10 Xi'an restaurants, Xi'an attractions location map. I will just tap on it and read it out for you. Xianyang International Airport, about 38 kilometers from downtown, 1 hour by car. Tomb of Emperor Jingdi, about 25 kilometers from downtown, 1 hour by car. Terracotta Warriors, about 40 kilometers from downtown, 70 minutes by car. Huaqing Palace, Xi'an North Railway Station, about 20 kilometers from downtown, 50 minutes by car. Xi'an Railway Station, Bell Tower, Muslim Quarter, Great Mosque, Ancient City Wall, Xi'an Concert Center. Shanxi History Museum, Giant Wild Goose Pagoda. Number 1, Terracotta Warriors. Type: history museums, ancient ruins, historic sites. Recommended length of visit 3 hours. The Terracotta Warriors and Horse is famed as the 8th wonder of the world Which is the best highlight during your Xi'an tour? It was a funerary project of China first imperial king Qin Shi Huang, whose purpose was to protect his afterlife. Funerary project, right? Funerary project, funerary project, whatever your aspirations are, the funerary project. Qin Shi Huang commanded craftsmen to start to build his mausoleum in 246 BC, soon after Emperor Qin ascended the throne, then aged 13, according to historian Sima Qian. And Samachan, right? Samachan, Qian. Sima Qian. And the terracotta warrior was part of the mausoleum's project. Number 2, Mount Huashan. Type: mountain, sightseeing, palace, historical and cultural site, ancient buildings, religious site. Recommended length of visit 1 to 2 days. Though Mount Huashan is not exactly in Xi'an city, they are only 2 hours drive away, and this mountain is totally worth the time. Mount Huashan is one of the famous 5 mountains in China and is regarded as the one with the most challenging hiking trail. Imagine yourself clinging to the cliff on a narrow trail while a bottomless abyss is only 1 step away without any guardrail. This is what you will experience in Huashan. What's more, Huashan itself is of breathtaking scenery and is the holy land of Taoism. Number 3, Xi'an Ancient City Wall. Type: culture and history. Ancient building. Recommended length of visit 2 hours. Xi'an Ancient City Wall is located in the central area of Xi'an City. It was built when Zhu Wenjiang, right, in Korean, Zhu Wenjiang started to rule China. Although having experienced more than 600 years, the ancient city wall has been preserved well. Xi'an Ancient City Wall is the most famous one, which has a length of 13.74 kilometers with an average height of 12 meters. Wow, that's very high. Width of 18 meters. Wow, that's big. Along the city wall, there are 4 huge gates. Changul Gate east and Anting Gate west, Yongning Gate south, and Anyuan Gate north. Cycling on the city wall is one of the most popular activities. Number 4, Giant Wild Goose Pagoda. Type: culture and history. Ancient building, Buddhism. Recommended length of visit 2 hours. You have never visited Xi'an without a visit to the Giant Wild Goose Pagoda. That's how a local saying goes. 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 For 100 years, this great pagoda has always been the symbol of Xi'an. Big Wild Goose Pagoda, Dayanta in Chinese, is famous for the great traveler Xuanzang of Tang Dynasty, who traveled from China to India to learn the Buddhism and got back to China with many precious Buddhist scriptures. To place these scriptures, Xian built the Big Wild Goose Pagoda and then translated and taught Buddhism here. To place these scriptures, Xian built the Big Wild Goose Pagoda and then translated and taught Buddhism here. By the north side of the pagoda, it is the largest music fountain in Asia for you to admire the fabulous lights and fountain show. By the north side of the pagoda, it is the largest music fountain in Asia for you to admire the fabulous lights and fountain show. 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 Number 5, Muslim Quarter. Type snack street, religious site, cultural street. Recommended length of visit 2 to 3 hours. Want to find the most delicious food of Xi'an? The Muslim Quarter, featured with a rich Islamic culture, has a numerous number of tasteful snacks along its several streets, such as pita bread soaked in lamb soup dumplings, and so on. Therefore, you can both please your taste bud and experience the hospitality of local Islamic residents who are the descendants of people from the ancient Arab, Persia, etc. Moreover, since the buildings of Qing and Ming dynasty styles are dotted there with special fancy mosques, it is a great opportunity to appreciate the elegant artistic works and know more about the local culture. Fancy mosques, right? Fancy mosques. Where was it? Opportunity, right? Qing Dynasty styles. So they are of Arab and Persia descendants. Elegant artistic works and know more about the local culture. Fancy mosques. Number 6, Bell Tower. Type culture and history, ancient building. Recommended length of visit 1 hour. 1 hour, right? Not 1 hours. Great outside and interesting objects inside. Great outside and interesting objects inside. That's the impression the tourists who visited Bell Tower had. Xi'an Bell Tower is one of the symbols of Xi'an city. It was built on the purpose of alerting some important thing happening, such as attacks, right? Among all the bell buildings in China, the Xi'an Bell Tower is the biggest and best preserved bell tower. A visit to the bell tower is strongly recommended to be taken at night, which you can have a florid view from outside. Florid view. Never heard of the word before. Fluoride, right? Fluoride. Fluorescent. Florid view. So I guess florid means lit, right? Lit. Let's find that out. Florid, reddish, rosy, flowery, ornate, showy. Unincorporated community-grade wall florid. Florid, reddish, rosy, flowery, ornate, showy, ornate, showy, right? Florid. Which you can have a florid view from outside. 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 From inside the bell tower, you can have a panoramic view of the whole Xi'an city. If you are lucky, you would come across an interesting show in the bell tower. Well, really, if you're lucky, you can come across an interesting show in the bell tower. Number 7, Drum Tower. Type sites and landmarks. Ancient ruins. Recommended length of visit 1 hour. There is a Chinese saying, morning bell and evening drum, which describes the ancient Chinese stroke. The bell in the bell tower and beat the drum at the drum tower to announce the timing of the day. What does it mean? Which describes the ancient Chinese stroke. The bell in the bell tower and beat the drum at the drum tower to announce the time of the day. To announce the time of the day. To announce the time of the day. to announce the time of the day, to announce the time of the day, to announce the time of the day. That's good expression. To announce the time of the day. As the sister building of Xian Bell Tower, Xian Drum Tower is about 200 meters away from the bell tower, enduring over 600 years. This timber brick drum tower was built in 1380 in the Ming Dynasty and is used as a museum now, which displays collections of various drums and cultural relics, and the Muslim quarter is the right behind it. When night falls, the whole drum tower is magnificent and solemn. A spectacular panorama view of the Xian Center is just underneath your feet. Number 8. What? The Great Mosque. Type Culture and History Museum. Recommended length of visit 1 to 2 hours. The Great Mosque is a very special place to go in Xi'an, where you can learn much about Chinese architecture and Muslim culture and history in China. It was located in the heart of the old Muslim quarter, near to the Drum Tower. Unlike other mosques in the world, specifically in Arab, the Great Mosque of Xi'an is a group of buildings, including stories, towers, pavilions, palaces, etc. Yeah, stories. Probably I've never encountered this word before. Story, you know that three-story high building, right? Stories. Although with a Chinese-style decoration outside, while inside the Great Mosque is totally a world of Muslim. There are many Muslim scriptures collection here. Scripture collection, right? There are many Muslim scriptures collection here. Plural. Plural means it becomes an object of collection. So they collected a lot of Muslim scriptures. And there are often some Muslim festivals and activities held here. On every Friday, there is a great Salah in the Great Mosque. Okay, I should be at the mosque on Friday then. If you want feel the multicultural in China, don't miss it. Number 9, Shanxi History Museum. Type History Museum. Recommended length of visit half a day with a total area of 65,000 square meters and 8,000 square meters of cultural relics zone. Shanxi History Museum is the first large-scale modern national museum in China. Wow, the first large-scale modern national museum in China. People called Shanxi History Museum bright pearl in ancient capital and precious treasure of China, for it is an art palace fully showing Shanxi history and culture as well as Chinese ancient civilization. In 2008, it was awarded as National First Level Museum. First level, right? First tier museum. First level museum or first class. Class 1. With large quantities, complete types, high grade and high value, the collections in Shanxi History Museum range from the stone-made tools in ancient times to different implements in 1,840 years ago, over 1 million years period. Number 10. Grand Tang Dynasty Ever Bright City. Type Landmark. Themed pedestrian street. Recommended length of visit 1 to 3 hours. Grand Tang Dynasty Ever Bright City. Grand Tang Dynasty what is Ever Bright City? Da Tang Buyecheng stretches from the north of Giant Wild Goose Pagoda South Square north of Giant Wild Goose Pagoda South Square to the Tang City Wall ruins in the south, from Xian East Road in the east to Xian West Road in the west. The block is 2,100 meters long from north to south and 500 meters wide from east to west. It is the only large-scale Tang-style architecture pedestrian street in the country that is based on the prosperous Tang culture. Tang Dynasty culture, ever bright city, is inspired by Tang Dynasty culture. It has 4 large squares, 4 cultural venues, and 5 cultural sculpture groups, such as the Datang Buddhist culture, making it the first choice for experiencing Tang Dynasty culture in Xian. At night, the area is illuminated with bright lights, and the ancient buildings in the light and shadow are magnificent, as if its prosperous Tang Dynasty has reappeared. Number 11, Huaqing Pool. Type: sites and landmarks, nature and parks, ancient ruins. Recommended length of visit 2 to 3 hours. Huaqing Pool, or the Huaqing Palace, known as a significant site for many historic events, including the romance between the Emperor between the Emperor Xuanzong and his consort Yang Guifei, right? Yang Guifei. And the best Tang Dynasty show, The Song of Everlasting Sorrow, is based on this true story and performed here. Besides, the complex of Tang Dynasty styled palace with imperial hot springs is located at the northern foot of Mount Li and near the terracotta warriors. The breathtaking natural beauty and the classic Tang architecture, the historical events, literature works, and imperial love story and its show made it even better known. Number 12, Hanyang Ling Museum. Type: museum, cultural, and historical site. Recommended length of visit 1 to 3 hours. Located close to Xian Airport. Really, Hanyang Ling Museum is the tomb of Emperor Jingdi of Han Dynasty, last known to tourists. The 2,000 years old, 2,000-year-old mausoleum features serenity and lifelike pottery figurines, right? Features, you can omit features in serenity and lifelike pottery figurines and special layout that reveal unique funerary system and culture different from the terracotta warriors of Qin Dynasty. As the best preserved imperial mausoleum of Han Dynasty in China, it significantly helps people learn and study the funerary system and tomb culture of Han Dynasty. Number 13, Tang Paradise. Type: sites, landmarks, and water and park. Recommended length of visit 1 hour to 3 hours. Furong Garden, located at the south bank of Chujiang Lake, once was known as the royal garden for Sui and Tang dynasties in the history of China. Now Tang Paradise, built in the north of original site from 2002 and opened in 2005, is a huge modern theme park with the largest scale of Tang-style palaces in China, presenting the glorious Tang Dynasty imperial scenes. It is located in southeast of Giant Wild Goose Pagoda and downtown Xi'an, and connected with the Qujiang Pool Relics Park in the south. While walking in the park, it's easy to overlook the Giant Wild Goose Pagoda. 14. Beilin Museum, Forest of Stone Stelae Type Museum, Cultural and Historical Site. Recommended length of visit 1.5 to 3 hours. Located in downtown Xi'an. Beilin Museum, Beilin 博物馆, literally the Forest of Stone Stelae Museum, is a treasure trove of ancient Chinese calligraphy and stone sculptures. For history buffs, Beilin Museum is definitely an underrated must-visit. You can marvel at the intricate carvings and gain insight into China's rich cultural heritage, ranging from literature to philosophy and religion. For common travelers, the museum's serene garden and traditional architecture offer a peaceful retreat from the bustling city, making it a great destination as well, where you can immerse yourself in the enchantment of these 1,000-year-old ancient capital. Enchantment, whatever your aspirations may be, fancy relics. What else? Yeah, how to plan a Xi'an tour, how to get a Xi'an tour. Okay, I'll read the rest of the story later. Thanks for listening. Let's take a break. I have to go to work now. So this is where I left off in the morning, so I'm going to continue to read the rest of the story. How to plan a Xi'an tour. Xi'an tour. How to get to Xi'an. You can fly to Xi'an by international flights from Hong Kong, Macau, Seoul, Bangkok, Kuala Lumpur, Nagoya, etc. Or take domestic flights. High-speed bullet trains to Xi'an from major domestic cities such as Beijing, Shanghai, Chengdu, Guangzhou, Hangzhou, etc. Best time to visit Xi'an. The best time to visit Xi'an is March to May in spring and September to November in autumn for the weather. At this time is fine with beautiful scenery, which can offer more comfortable experience for outdoor sightseeing and activities. So I go there on Wednesday, which is November, so the weather should be very much fine over there. Top attractions to visit in Xi'an: Terracotta Warriors, Giant Wild Goose Pagoda, Shaanxi History Museum, Grand Tang Dynasty, Shaanxi Ever Bright City, Ancient City Wall, Mount Huashan, Muslim Quarter, Bell Tower, etc. As the ancient capital city of China for 13 dynasties, ruled by 73 emperors, Xi'an has left massive cultural heritages and relics for you to explore. Within about 2 days, you can finish visiting the main sites, which include the incredible man-made wonder, the Terracotta Warriors, the Giant Wild Goose Pagoda, and the Muslim Quarter, where you can get to try the local cuisines. Besides biking around the ancient city wall and tracing back the history at Shaanxi History Museum and watching the Tang Dynasty show, all of these activities are definitely unmissable for your stay in Xi'an. Now it is available to have 144 hours visa-free transit in Xi'an, and you can go for a history and culture tour or photography tour to explore all the stunning attractions in the city, even without applying for a visa. If you have more time, you can head to Luoyang, Hukou Waterfall, and the famous Mount Huashan, which is about 120 kilometers away from the city area. Besides, you can start your Silk Road trip from the terminal Xi'an and travel along the route Marco Polo has visited, or you can regard Xi'an as your midway in China and start your trip from Beijing, Shanghai, and even Lhasa to the west of Xi'an. China Discovery has designed many classic China tour packages, including Xi'an for you. Let us customize one for you. Contact us now. Top recommended Xi'an tour: 2 days Xi'an city break, 4 days Xi'an highlights tour with Mount Huashan hiking, 5 days Beijing Xian highlights tour by high-speed train. Travel Xian with China Discovery. Want to travel in and around Xian and don't know how to arrange your day-by-day itinerary? Travel Xian with us, and all of your problems will be solved. In every city, our professional local guide and driver will escort you from your hotel, train station, airport to all attractions with a comfortable private car with speed and convenience, and let you catch the highlights of every site and city so you can get really relaxed on the way and focus on what you are interested in, right? The tour can be tailor-made. A hyphen is missing also, according to your plan, time and interests and demands. If you are interested, please feel free to contact us and tell us your needs, and we will customize a memorable tour for you. We have helped many global travelers enjoy their memorable trips to Xi'an for the past few years. Among them, a special team of over 50 VIP kid teachers from North America traveled with us to see their dear students in China with amazing experience in Xi'an and shared us their special travel story. Travel with China Discovery to create your wonderful Xi'an trip memories. Xi'an Essential Travel Guide. Keep reading on Xi'an tours. Recommended Xi'an tours. Top 3 Xi'an tours chosen by most customers to explore Xi'an in the best way. Check the detailed itinerary or tailor your own trip now with us. 6 days classic Beijing Xi'an high-speed train tour, most available. 3 days classic Xi'an tour, best highlights plus enjoyable pace. 4 days Xi'an highlights tour with Mount Huashan hiking, most recommended. Start planning your tailor-made holiday to China by contacting one of our specialists. Once inquired, you will get a response within 0.5 to 23.5 hours. Why book with China Discovery? China Tourist Themes Essential Destinations. This has been quite a good informational website for travelers who travel to China, especially Xi'an. Very good. From this site, I remember that such expressions as what else? History, memorabilia, fancy masks. One thing I remembered. Down to hardwire, relax, focus, Xi'an tour. Well, anyway, thanks for listening. Have a wonderful Monday. Bye-bye.